This is the Lion Gulch Trail near the Lion Gulch Trailhead off of US Highway 36 between Lyons and Estes Park. In gray, now highlighted in red, is the COTREX data, and it's overlaid on the OpenStreetMap tiles. And you can see there's some discrepancy between the COTREX data and the OSM data. And that difference there is about 170 feet at the maximum. You'll see some other trails kind of off to the east here. My understanding, having visited this area many times both before the flood in 2013 and after the flood, after the trail opened after the flood, is that those are social trails and or the original alignment pre-flood. If we turn on the Strava Heatmap, it gives a good indication where the official trail is, and it pretty closely matches OpenStreetMap. Further evidence, there's a bridge here, and you don't have trail bandits constructing bridges unless the most primitive kind. Moving here to the west, some other discrepancies. That's about 75 feet. Take a look at the Strava Heatmap. Again, suggests the OSM depiction is closer to reality than COTREX. Again, continuing to the west and south, we have some other issues. Put on the heat map. Wait a minute so the video picks it up, hopefully. You can see that, again, the COTREX trail differs quite a bit from where people are traveling at the least. And as we go down this trail, south and west, there's a number of other discrepancies, and so the entire trail should be checked. This is the Homestead Meadows trail. Again, COTREX in gray, overlaid on OpenStreetMap tiles. I've now highlighted the trail in red in COTREX. The discrepancy here is about 210 feet, we'll say. So unfortunately, there's not a lot of Strava heat here. There's just a little bit, and it's only for part of the trail. However, if we look at Larimer County imagery from 2019, you can see the trail, at least part of it, through here. That is, you can see the trail where OpenStreetMap depicts it. If we turn on the USGS 3D elevation program data hillshade, you can see that the trail shows up. So it's been cut or worn into the ground sufficiently enough that it shows up in the elevation data. So again, I'll flip back to OSM and then the elevation data. This is another section of the Homestead Meadows Trail. Again, the COTREX data is in gray, now highlighted in red, and overlaid on the OpenStreetMap tiles. And this discrepancy is about 160 feet. Now in this case, there is not a lot of Strava heat. There is some, and that does suggest that the OpenStreetMap data is closer to being correct than the COTREX data. But if we turn on the USGS 3D elevation program data, or rather a hillshade of it, you can see here the trail worn or cut into the terrain here in the approximate location where OpenStreetMap puts it. Zoom in a little bit, you can see that a little bit better. This is the Irwin Loop, and as usual, COTREX is in gray, now highlighted in red, overlaid on OpenStreetMap tiles. So for reference, this is part of the Homestead Meadows area, and the Lion Gulch trail goes off to the east to US Route 36 between Lyons and Estes Park. So you can see there's a little bit of a discrepancy here, and at the most that is 180 feet. Strava Global Heatmap seems to suggest that OSM is closer to actuality than COTREX. Let's take a look at imagery from Larimer County from 2021, the latest available, and you can see that the location from OSM is closer than COTREX. You can see the trail actually cuts down here and doesn't go out in a loop like that.